Alright, saddle hunters, I'm about to one stick up this tree right here using a brand new climbing method. Stick around and I'll show you what I've done. So in a YouTube short that I recently put out, I had mentioned that I could not stand the quick link with my one sticking, and that is still true today. That is one thing I did not like about it. As much as I love one sticking, I could not stand the quick link and didn't like the way it sagged on my tether when there was no weight on the line. It was a pain to move up the tree and lock it into place. I had the ohm, which helped, but I still didn't like that you had to unscrew the gate and feed your rope through, and every time you climb a tree with multiple branches you had to do that for every branch, and it was just a pain. So mosquitoes are pretty bad. I'm down here in Central Florida, so I apologize. So I have upgraded my system and I am using what is called the JRB cinch. John with JRB Tree Climbing and Saddle Hunting, that is his YouTube channel. He has just an unlimited amount of information on tree climbing techniques. He's got the Saddle Hunter's hitch, he's got the JRB hitch, he's got all kinds of stuff, and he shows you how to tie a lot of different knots and a lot of different hitches. If you've never checked out the JRB Tree Climbing and Saddle Hunting channel, you really need to do that. This method that I'm going to show you today was his method, and I stole this from him, but I want to give him credit for this method. So what I had to do was I had to get rid of my Dynaglide, my 40 feet of Dynaglide, and instead I bought 50 feet of 5mm sterling accessory cord. This is really strong stuff, has a very high breaking strength. I think 1100 pound breaking strength on this 5mm cord. You can use it to tie prussiks, all kinds of hitches, that type of thing. But I'm using this as my pull-up or pull-down rope, as well as my pull-up rope for my bow or my gun. So I did have to get rid of my Dynaglide, which was a lot more compact, and go to this 5mm sterling cord. So that's the first thing I had to upgrade. So the next thing I had to do was buy this. I went with a rappel ring, and I tied that on with a buffalo hitch, I believe it's called. If I'm wrong on that, I'll put it in the note bottom of the screen here. And then I tied a scaffold knot around my carabiner. Now I also covered my carabiner in hollow webbing, and that is something I picked up from John at JRB. He had a carabiner covered with tubular webbing just like this to silence it. That way, once you put your rappel ring on there, there's no noise. That's not how I'm going to apply it in this application, but I was just showing you it eliminates the metal on metal noise. That would be metal on metal. The application that I'm going to be using, I'm going to put my line around the tree, and I will take a bite, I will feed it through the rappel ring, and then I will secure it with a carabiner toggle, which is what this is considered. This is a toggle that holds that bite of rope in the rappel ring, just like that. So when I get up to hunting height, that is how I will be attached to the tree. I'll actually be attached to the tree like this from the ground all the way up. And when I am ready to make a move, I will just grab the carabiner and the rappel ring with one hand and move it up the tree. I can pull out some slack, move it up the tree, and then re-cinch it to the tree. So I'm really excited to show you guys how this works. Let's give it a test. Taking slack out of my system as I climb. I'm able to just grab the carabiner and the rappel ring. Just slide that up the tree. So there you go, the JRB cinch on a rappel ring with a carabiner on the end with a scaffold knot, and you just feed that through the rappel ring. You take a bite, feed it through the rappel ring, put a toggle in that bite to hold it, and cinch it to the tree. I was able to move up the tether up easily, and I'm sure with practice it'll be even easier. So I'm gonna keep working on that and keep practicing. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to check out JRB's tree climbing and saddle hunting YouTube channel. He also has a website you can go to. He has all kinds of things you can purchase on his website. But most importantly, I hope you get out and enjoy your own adventures. Take care.